Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to focus on a brand new way to boost your KD, improve your score per minute, while at the same time gaining more experience so you can level up faster. And this new method reminds me a lot of my breaking shipment video where I was able to cycle streaks endlessly. You're going to be able to do the same thing in Black Ops 4. So throughout the video, I'll be talking about a few different ways that you can boost your overall experience, your KD, and your score per minute. And I know a few of you out there are a little skeptical, so go ahead and stick with me and I guarantee you'll improve all of these things over the upcoming week. And this is the tweet from Treyarch Studios that started it all. So here's the tweet. It says, this week in Black Ops 4, Valentine's Quad Feed Weekend, Arms Race TDM, Close Quarters Frenzy, and then preview of new content coming to all modes in our next operation, plus more. So once we take a little closer look, you can see for Valentine's Quad Feed Weekend, you're going to get double XP on everything except for tiers. And that's going to run from February 14th all the way up to the 19th, and it's going to start and end at its normal update time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And here's the real game changer. It says Arms Race Team Deathmatch Multiplayer, which is specifically for PS4, will give you more score for more score streaks, introducing the new Arms Race TDM playlist starting February 12th, where every EKIA will count as 150 instead of the standard 100. And I know at a glance that doesn't really sound like a big deal, but I'm going to explain why this is such a significant change and why it'll probably be so fun to complete a ton of challenges. And the last part, it says Close Quarters Frenzy. What's good about this is the matches will go a lot faster because they're going to have fast collapse, close quarters. Hopefully you can get some kills, but with double the merits, it's going to fly by and you're going to get tons of merits to level up in Blackout. So the first thing that popped into my head was to find out exactly how big a difference this is going to be going from 100 to 150 for EKIAs. And initially I thought there wouldn't be a huge difference, but after I started breaking down the numbers, it ends up being that the difference is very significant. So when we use 100 score for EKIAs, we can actually convert the score streak list from score all the way down to actual EKIAs. So it's pretty straightforward to do. You divide all the scores by EKIA and you end up with the list of EKIAs per streak that we see on the screen. For the remainder of the video, I'm going to say kills even though it's EKIA. So when I say kills, it's going to mean kills and assists. So right here you can see it's 5.5 kills for that UAV, 6.5 for that counter UAV, 9.5 for a Hellstorm, 10 for a drone squad, 13 for an attack chopper, and 16 for a gunship. So overall, this is a pretty straightforward concept. Regardless if you're new to Call of Duty or not, this is pretty much what it's going to take to earn each of these individual streaks. Keep in mind that I'm going to use those kill counts as a baseline. Obviously, if you call in a UAV, you're going to get score off of that, and pretty much any other score streak you call in, you're going to get some score, and that'll reduce those kill counts slightly. But at the end of the day, I wanted to have a clear baseline to start from. So now let's go ahead and look at how these numbers drastically change when we jump into the brand new Arms Race playlist, where that score per kill has been bumped up from 100 all the way up to 150. And on top of that, we're going to have the ComSec device equipped, along with making sure that we picked up some ammo from those golden crash bags. And just a heads up, in case you didn't already know, when you run around with that golden crash ammo, you get an extra 25 score per kill. So factoring in all those numbers, let's go ahead and look at that score streak chart. And yes, these are the real numbers. This is how many kills you'll need to get these streaks. 2.6 for a UAV, so basically 3 kills, you get that UAV. You'll already have the counter UAV, which will cycle to that Hellstorm. You can get a gunship with about 8 kills, strike team with 6, so it's going to be pretty streak heavy. So depending on what player you are, you're going to want to approach this very differently. If you're the person that's going after XP because you want to become a Master Prestige or reach level 1000, you're going to have a different approach than someone who's just trying to boost their KD and boost their score per minute. So regardless of which route you decide to go, you're going to want to make sure that you equip that ComSec device and make sure that you or someone on your team is running Crash. So if you're chasing after that experience and want to level up as fast as possible to make it to Master Prestige or level 1000, there's actually a few different routes you can go. When it comes to streak choices, I would just recommend running the UAV, counter UAV, and the Hellstorm. And the main reason I tacked on the Hellstorm is just so you can end other people's streaks, because if people are streaking up in your lobby, they're definitely going to stop you from getting a lot of kills. Because the entire goal while that UAV is in the air is to get as many gun kills as possible, because those gun kills will reward the most amount of experience and score. Another little tip or reminder is for those that have been struggling to get those higher tier score streaks, is to make sure you equip them over this week, because your odds of getting an attack chopper, gunship, or strike team are significantly better than they were with the regular base score. This is also a good opportunity to go for that first nuclear. I know it would be kind of counterintuitive because streaks are so easy to come by, but if you have that UAV in the air, you can get 3 additional kills, get another UAV, get 3 additional kills, and you're more than likely going to be able to get those nuclears, especially since this is going to be the featured playlist. The lobby should definitely be a little bit easier. So if you don't really care about all those challenges and you don't really care about leveling up super fast because maybe you're already a high level and you do want to boost that score per minute because it's been sitting kind of low, regardless if maybe you did the camo challenges or whatever the case, I would highly recommend just using that UAV and counter UAV. And that should allow you to play a lot faster considering you'll know where pretty much everyone is on the map with all of those UAVs. So last but not least, let's go ahead and focus on how you're going to boost that KD. So this part's a little bit case by case depending on how good the player is and how often they actually go on longer streaks. So for example, if someone regularly goes on a streak of around 5, then they should make sure they choose those score streaks accordingly. The goal in this mode should be to get those streaks as soon as possible, as often as possible, and with regularity. So what that means is if you regularly get 3 kills without dying, you should probably put those lower end streaks and make sure that you're calling in like 5 or 6 darts a game. Who cares? At the end of the day, that's going to be 5 or 6 kills if you know how to use them. Then obviously, if you're that player that regularly goes on 10, 12 streaks on a regular basis, you're going to want to make sure that you have that gunship attached so you can make sure you're getting that every single match. If you did enjoy the video, please do me a favor in hitting that like button. And if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on so you can find your way back. I typically cover Call of Duty content related to news, in-game updates, best class setups, subscriber breakdowns, as well as other tip and trick videos on how to improve. Also, let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think is going to be your go-to class setup and were you surprised by these numbers? Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.